Hey friends, how's it going? Hope y'all have had an awesome day. Y'all, we're going to do a couple of projects today. And we're going to start with this Dollar Tree Christmas tree. As you're hopping on, say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. All of a sudden, I got to drive through. Let's see if I'm on. Yes. Let me see if I can see the comments. Maybe. There we are. What's everybody been doing today? We've been just kind of running around town. All the local stores have been kind of having a little, like, open houses and stuff. So we're going to start with the Christmas tree. We're going to paint it white. Let me see. I was going to try to get this off. Hey, Paula. It's great to see y'all. Let me know where you're watching from. My name's Debbie, Refresh Restyle. I love jumping on here and sharing ideas with y'all. And y'all, I've got a fun, for the last project, it's a fun, let me see. Yeah. It's an oval frame that I got from Hobby Lobby, and we'll be doing it last. Let me see if I can get this. Y'all, I didn't want to do my bad habit. Sometimes I use my teeth to open my face. I did not want to do that. Do not do that. And this is bright white. We're going to use it on the tree. Let me see. Did I get any water? I need to watch our... Because I'm going to use this a little bit. Hey, Vicki, how are you doing? All right. I don't like to waste a bit of anything. I thought about painting the tree green. I thought about painting it all kinds of colors. I thought, you know what? I'm going to paint it white. For some reason, I don't see any comments. Are y'all commenting? If you are, I'm sorry. So this is white paste, and you can water it down and paint with it. I'm using a pouncer. You could use a brush, a sponge, whatever you want. Let me see if I can see comments somewhere else. I can see like people are watching. It's kind of a bummer if I can't see what y'all are saying. Oh, there we go. Hey, Cheryl. Hey, Sandra. Y'all, it took me that long for Facebook to show me comments. And like I said, this is from Dollar Tree. I like their surfaces, and I like that you can add our stencils to them and make them, elevate them a little bit. How's everybody doing? Did y'all have a good day? Y'all, it was so nice today, like, I don't know, probably in the 70s. And then I think Monday, it's going to be like in the 20s here. It's crazy. And, I am like, I've got like Christmas gifts on my mind. And each year, well, maybe not each year, but for the last few years, we try to take a Christmas vacation. So we've got that scheduled. And then I always like to have matching pajamas. And so I had got the shirts. Now I got the pants. Do y'all do that? Or is it just me? All right, I think this is going to do it. Just painted this white. And look, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just like that. It's kind of bugging me that I don't see comments again. Where are my comments? I can see people watching. Anyway, okay. So y'all tell me, and I hope it'll pop up so I can see. Do y'all do, like, any get-togethers for Christmas or matching pajamas or anything like that? I love doing it. Let me see. Maybe, oh, it says overview. No, that's not doing it. Who knows? Oh, yes, and we wear our pajamas, like the pajamas that I get everybody for Christmas, we wear them all year long, too. And y'all, the key word tonight is believe. But yeah, we wear ours all year long, too. Hey, Michelle. I was like, where's my glue gun? There it is. I'm going to go ahead and turn that on. I think I might need another glue stick. Now I'll wax this a little bit. I might sand it a little bit, make it smooth. You know, when you paint raw wood, it raises the grain. So a lot of times when you touch something that you just painted, it feels rough. And that's because it raises the grain. So I like to take a little bit of that off. Facebook's cooking my grits tonight with these comments. Hey, Dee Dee. Every now and then I see a comment. We're just going to roll with it, though. We'll add a little wax. Just a little bit. I'm actually using a transfer that I've used a bunch. You'll see when I put it on here. And it's actually Santa Express, Train Depot, all aboard from the North Pole. We're not going to have room for the whole thing, but we're going to have room for a lot of it. And then here for the second project, this is the surface that we're using. Isn't this awesome? I got this at Hobby Lobby. So, because I was like, these are going to be quick, we're going to do 2 tonight. All right, and look, y'all, sometimes the different colors of paste will stain your transfer, but it is perfectly fine. So I'm going to fix it on here so that the words Train Depot are visible and the train. Just like this. And press it down, make sure it's on there well. Now these 2 words won't be on there, but it'll be beautiful just the same. And I'm going to use green and red. And you can use black, you know, whatever color you want to use. I'm going to do green for the train. And I'm just using green and red because it's the Christmas colors that I like. And thank you guys for sharing. I really appreciate it. So we're doing the train first. And then we're going to do the words Train Depot and all aboard for the North Pole. This one is so cute, like on a dish towel and t-shirts. And I was like, oh my gosh, I think it would look great on this little tree. So that's what we're doing. And I'm just going to scrape off any extra. Y'all, if you've done any projects, you know that you can totally... Now I'm going to lift this up because we're going to do the red. But look how gorgeous. Y'all, this has so many details. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? So pretty. All right, then I'm going to lift this end up. And now we're going to do the red part. Hey, Lynn. And like I said, if y'all want the supplies that I'm using tonight, just type the word believe. And don't forget, if you spend $50, you get a free gift. And We've got some $10 door busters. Whoops. I hope I didn't get any red in my green. Let me show y'all this. Isn't this gorgeous? It's so pretty. And look at the details. That train, it's beautiful. And I think I've done it in like gold or silver before. And it's pretty in those colors too. And I was like, oh my gosh. I'm going to do red and green. Tell me what you think about this. Isn't that pretty? Let me put this over here. It's so, so pretty. All right, let's get this dry. Last night I was like leaning all over my paste and I had paste on my shirt. I'm trying not to do that tonight. All right. I love the details of the train. It looks so good. Hey, Mary. And a lot of you guys told me that you love traditional colors for Christmas. I do too. In fact, let's see. I think I got a red Posca pen that I'm going to put some little dashes around. Let me see. It's been a while since I used this. Let's see. That'll be awesome. And this is like totally, you don't have to do this, but you can draw just like some little lines. Just like some details. Like if it was a door hanger or something. Just to, you know, kind of like spruce it up. And you could totally paint these with a paintbrush if your hand is a little bit steadier than mine. Or you don't even have to do them at all. Totally optional. And y'all may be commenting. I cannot see any comments. Facebook is always keeping us on our toes. We love our Facebook. But sometimes it's crazy. Sometimes it's crazy. We're okay with that. And you can see how just that little bit of red around the edges. You could put glitter on the edges, you know, so many things. And look, all I can see is like people watching. We're going to add a little bow to the top. Something fun. But the train is it's the star of the show. Don't you think? And this is a Dollar Tree tree. You know, they always have like tree shapes. They have, let's see, what all do they have? Usually like a star, a tree. I'm going to do, isn't this pretty? And I'm trying to say, where was this from? Celebrate It. Is that Michael's? I think it is. I'm going to put that on top. And I'm just going to do like a stacked bow. This is probably probably 4 or 5 inches. But I love this one because it's got all of that green and red sparkle. And for the next project, you know, we're doing 2. The next one is Believe in the Magic of Christmas. I love it too. But I was tickled to find that oval chalkboard. And I love doing simple boards, and I love doing chalkboards because you can, you know, you can wet your design and scrape it off and add something new if you want to. My thing is, most of the time, I like the design so much, I don't want to scrape them off. I want to leave them on there. And there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing at all. And I think I'm just going to use some of this green raffia to tie it together. In fact, I may use some of the green raffia and the bow too. It's like total opposite. It's kind of like rustic and refined. So we'll see how this looks. And for these, I'm just going to stack them on top of each other and then kind of cinch them up. That looks like a little bow tie, doesn't it? And like I said, I cannot see y'all's comments. I'll go back later and see if y'all are asking anything. You know what? I kind of like that. I don't think I'm going to use this. I will use this eventually. But I don't think, and I'm going to use this little gold cord. Hey, listen, sometimes I talk to myself and I talk myself out of doing something. And I'm like, I'm going to do something else. Please let me know in the comments if you're like that too. Sometimes I'm like, no, do this. Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. I wish y'all could see this in person. It's so pretty. Isn't that sparkle awesome? So there we go, changing our mind. Oh, there we go. Got that glue gun ready. What'd I do with that glue stick, y'all? I know y'all saw me get it. Here it is. You know, when your glue gets a little bit low, it won't come out. I'm going to turn that off because it'll be a minute before we need it again. And I'm going to leave it so I can use that hole at the top. My goodness. I gotta hold this till it dries. But look how pretty that is on there. What do y'all think? Isn't that gorgeous? So, so pretty. And look, you can even fan these around a little more. It almost looks like a star on top of a tree. Oh my goodness. It kind of makes me sad that I can't see y'all's comments. I just see Margaret's watching, Kathy's watching, different people are watching. But this is so stinking cute. This would be beautiful on your Christmas tree. Or you can attach it to a wreath. So pretty. All right. Let's put this one right here. Now let's get started on our other one. It's super simple. And I'm going to actually be using... this is the color of the month. It's called Something Borrowed. It is a beautiful icy shade of blue. It's so pretty. Let me get this. Do not use your teeth at home. Oh my gosh. Y'all look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? So pretty. So this is, we have like, I call them collector's items. Each month we have a paste or an ink that's a one-of-a-kind and available for a little while until it sells out. And I love collecting them because they're so pretty. They're always so unique and so pretty. And I've got a little bit of paste on my fingers. All right. And this board is from Hobby Lobby. It was $6.99. And I'm sure it was 40% off of that. But isn't it pretty? Now, it has this hanger here. But look, if you wanted to hang it like this, I would just get another hanger and put it on here. But because it's shaped like that, and I want to do this Believe in the Magic of Christmas, I'm just going to leave it just like it is. But because it's a chalkboard, it's reusable. And we love reusable around here. Y'all, I've got metal on my desk, so sometimes I use these potato chip clips. I don't have any potato chips in here, but I got my fuzzing cloth clipped down there. I wish I had some potato chips. All right. And then you just add a little bit of fuzz. I do it mostly when the item is new, or if I'm going to use it on glass or paper. This just adds a little bit of fuzz so it doesn't stick so hard. Now let me make sure. Okay, this is the top. So I'm going to put my design. And I'm going to be using the bright white. Oh my gosh, don't tell me. Did I get that the first time? Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Whoops. And they're repositionable, so if you put it down and you don't like how it's positioned, and this board is just a tinge bit not wide enough, but it's fine. You will see that it's fine. And that looks crooked to me. So I'm going to redo that. Now sometimes I reposition something and it still looks crooked to me. But I think that looks good. And the great thing about the sawtooth, you know, if you need to put the nail on it right over here, you can. So like I said, I'm using the color of the month, which is something, oh, it's something borrowed. Did I say something blue? Something borrowed. And then bright white. And I'm going to do the snowflake. I think I got a little piece of fuzz right there. I'm going to do the snowflake in the something borrowed. So I'm going to use the white first. Y'all, what this means is I cleaned my squeegees. And paint brushes and color trays. This is usually sitting by my sink full of water. So we're using these two colors. Aren't they? This like looks winter to me. The bright white and the... Alright, so I'm probably going to do the bottom, lift it up, and then do the snowflake. I gotta be careful, because if I'm talking, I might do the snowflake white by accident, because I'm talking and not paying attention. When I get off here, Locke spends the night tonight. He usually spends the night on Friday night, but because we were gone, we were so tired, I said, let's let Locke spend the night Saturday night. So that's what he's doing. All right, now y'all, whenever I put my paste on here, I scrape off any extra and put it back into my jar. And when I'm doing like several colors, I go ahead and lift this up. And y'all, look how pretty that is. Isn't that gorgeous? And remember, I just lay it down lightly. And then I'm going to go to my next color, which is the something borrowed. Looks like a pretty icy blue. And I'm going to do the snowflake. And now, it would be, in my opinion, it'd be pretty white all over. But because we got this icy blue, I was like, oh my gosh, that would be so pretty. So don't forget to add it to your order. If you like one-of-a-kind colors. It's not available all the time. It's like, they usually sell out within a couple of weeks each month. And each month, like I said, it's either a paste or a ink. All right, I'm going to try to hurry. And the reason I say hurry is because, like I said, if you're going slow, you want to lift as you go so that your paste doesn't dry in the screen. And these screens are reusable. This would be pretty on a shirt, on a gift bag. I know right now is when we're all thinking about gifts and gift giving and gift. All right, let's see. Let's see how our snowflake did. What do y'all think? You saw it before I did. Isn't that pretty? Oh my gosh, that is so pretty. It's gorgeous. And then when the new year comes or spring or whatever, you can totally change it out. Let me put my squeegees. Paste. We'll dry that. And that blue is like, it's like a glacier, I guess. Whenever I watch some of the winter shows on TV, you know, it shows like an icy pond or something. Hey, Nancy. And I think I'm going to use, I've got like this little bunch of like silver. I'll show y'all. And this is a bunch for sure. Like, ignore the green, but look at that. I'm going to do a little bow for the top of this. And you can do a bow for the top or bottom or no bow at all. Whatever you decide. But I thought those silvers and whites would look good on here. And I like to use like double-sided tape. If I'm putting a bow on something like this that I want to change out. And I'll get some of this, it's double-sided foam. And you can cut the size. And I think, see how pretty that, I think that's going to look? And I'm just going to stack it up. And let's see. Most of the time when I'm deciding on a size, I will lay it on my project, cinch it up a little bit, and see what I think. And I think that's a perfect size. And if y'all want the supplies, just type the word believe, and I'll send them to you. And I'm gonna put this was like a bundle. You can get it at Michael's or Hobby Lobby, and it has just like a bunch of little different ribbons in it. And then I have this one. And I think this will be a cute stack. And then what I do is I just kind of lay my ribbon out. Because when you cinch it together, it kind of like, it really comes together. You know, the look. And I just think that that pop of black, I'm going to put one on the back side, will be cute with the chalkboard. And then there's like this thin little, so you could kind of like, if you have any leftover pieces of ribbon that you hadn't used, you can totally do something like this. Does anybody have any leftover pieces of ribbon? Or is that just me? And now, this is when I'm like moving my little tie. And then sometimes I have to trim it if it's a little bit too long. And for this one, I think I'm just going to cut some of them kind of at an angle. Not a dovetail. My scissors. Sometimes my scissors start crying when they're trying to cut something. Because they're like, we can't do it. We can't cut. Probably because there's no telling what I've tried to cut with them. I know y'all don't do that. I know y'all treat your scissors with respect and don't try to cut pieces of wire. So all of these are just at an angle. Hey, and this is like whatever you like. You might like everything dovetailed. And this just, to me, this just adds like a little bit of sparkle to the top. Look, I always am very proud of myself when all I have is a few little pieces to toss away. All right, now I'm going to use pretty good size. And you can put this on the wood or on the, I'm going to see. I don't want to cover up the words, but I think that'll be fine. Let me just kind of spread it out a little bit. No, it's going up here. See, after I spread it out, there was not, I didn't want it to cover the word believe, and believe is the key word tonight. So if you want to see what's on sale, we got lots of stuff on sale. If you want to see the sales, if you want the supplies for this, then type believe. And now I can kind of spread these out a little bit more. And like I said, I didn't want to use glue because I don't want it. I want to use this again. And you can keep fluffing them out ever how you need them. But isn't that pretty? It's so pretty. So let's grab this one. So kind of two totally different looks. One with the train depot, all aboard to the North Pole. And this one, believe in the magic of Christmas. But aren't they pretty? I don't know if I'm holding that straight. Hopefully I am. So, so pretty. Which one's your favorite? Let me know in the comments. Do you like to believe in Christmas or the train? I like them both. Hopefully y'all can see them. My phone over here is delayed. So do you like the train or the believe in Christmas? Or you could just type snowflake. Because believe is the key word, and that'll get you a message from me with the supplies that I use, plus everything that's on sale. And listen, if you're a Perks member, you get the sale price plus your usual 30% off. So don't forget that. And guys, thanks for hanging out. I hate that I couldn't see your comments, but I'll go back and see what y'all are saying. Thanks for chatting with me. Thanks for sharing the love. And y'all have a great night, and I will see y'all later. Bye now.